We all say we love Allah. Everybody says. And everybody says we love Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Anybody, even those who say whatever, no, we love him. Sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, we love him. But you all know that any claim that cannot be substantiated is a false claim. In order for a claim to be valid, it ought to be substantiated. Let's see what Al-Imam Al-Harith Al-Muhasibi defined as mahabba. What is love? What is love? We talk about love. What is love? So we can see where we stand. For if we have not tasted literally the sweetness of Iman, we ought to check ourselves. Today, not tomorrow, because tomorrow may be too late. We ought to check ourselves and repent to Allah, for we have not even tasted the sweetness of Iman yet. Not only we have to repent, but we have now to change something in our lives that make us on the path to taste the sweetness of Iman. ذَاقَ حَلَاوَةَ الْإِيمَانِ. So you can taste the sweetness. Al-Harith al-Muhasibi, al-Imam from the Salaf radiyallahu ta'ala anhum, he mentions that he defines the mahabba. They asked him, what is love? What is love? Because everybody says, I love you. Everybody says, I love this, right? And they say this is the biggest lie in the world, the word I love you. Everybody says it. Okay. What is daqa halawat al-iman, or what is the mahabba then? Al-Harith al-Muhasibi says, al-mahabbatu, or the one who is in love, is the one who is man mala bikull an tamila bikulliyatika ila shay, that your whole self, everything in you is moved. This Imam says that to love Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam is that your skin and your hair and your eyes and your entire body is moved and feels that love and is affected and influenced and impacted by this love of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi. Not that the impact is to the tongue. La, that's cheating ourselves. Who are we fooling? Who are we fooling? This is the first. Is that it? La, this is only the first step. Al-Harith al-Muhasibi rahmatullahi alayhi wa radiyallahu anhu said this is the first step. That your damilu bi kulliyatik, your whole entity is moved by the love of those you love. Is that it? Not yet. Number two, that you prioritize them over yourself, your heart, your soul, and your money. They're prioritized way ahead of everything else. Is that it? No. Number three sign of love, وَعَدَمُ مُخَالَفَتِهِمْ سِرًّا وَعَلَانِيَةً, that you do not disobey the one you love in secrecy or in public. How can you claim, how can we claim that we love Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and we or violate his sunnah continuously every single day? That's a false claim. That's a false claim. That you don't disobey him because you know that that you want his love. And if you want his love, if you love someone, let me give you an example. Yani if you're engaged, those of you who are engaged, if you're engaged, and then your potential in-laws says, okay, we'll let you invite us. But you know your fiancé hates Chinese food. And then you decide to take her to Chinese food. You think you're going to get married? Think again. If this is, because she's going to say, if this is the beginning, he's trying to be despiteful at the beginning, it ain't going to happen. Furthermore, especially to those who are in love, because I'm trying to get it closer to you, those who are newly engaged, and actually, of course, this is an irony, right? Because we ought to be in love all the time. But anyway, when you're newly engaged, you care about what she feels. She cares about what you feel. She wouldn't do anything, even if she likes it, because, well, he doesn't want me to do that. Or she doesn't want me to do that. Huh? You are even paying attention even when your partner is not there with you. because you want to go there pure. You don't want them to be upset, even if they don't know. You feel that you're elevated because you've done something that they like, even if they don't know about it, correct? Aha. النبي الأعظم صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم, don't you understand that he receives your salam? Don't you know that he knows your situation with him? Because al-malaika takes things to him and he knows and Allah tells him and all these things. Where are we hiding from him? Therefore, when people go do ziyarah to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, many of the people, they go and they look at the arches and they look at the pillars and they look at the writing on the wall. And I don't mean to look at the writing of the wall, for there is a different writing on the wall. It's the wall of your heart that you've erected that shouldn't be there to start with. And therefore people go and stand there and they don't know whether they are now beloved to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam or they are not beloved to him sallallahu alaihi wa ala alihi. If he would like to see them there in front of him, or if he doesn't want to see them in front of him sallallahu ta'ala alaihi wa ala alihi wasallam. But they go because it's rituals. Nowadays we've changed it. Third condition is that you do not disobey them in secrecy or in public. Is that it? No. There's the fourth condition, if you are a true lover, that despite all of this, you feel and you realize and believe that you are so short in actually loving them the way they ought to be loved. After all this, you have to realize and understand and believe firmly that all your efforts and all your agreement and all your conformation to what they love and don't like is still falling extremely short of where you're supposed to be. Because لَقَدْ مَنَّ اللَّهُ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ إِذْ بَعَثَ فِيهِمْ رَسُولًا مِنْ أَنفُسِهِمْ. Like we started, Allah has done you a great favor by a favor that cannot be repaid, sending you Muhammadun Rasulullah as a messenger from amongst yourselves. Feel short? No, I've not done that. I am not there. Therefore, Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jailani radiyallahu anhu says, whoever says I have reached, I am there, believe him. But he has reached Jahannam. He has reached indeed. I reached, yeah. Saqar. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا سَقَرْ لَا تُبْقِي وَلَا تَذَرْ. Al-Junayd al-Baghdadi, when he was young, I'll take you to Imam al-Junayd. we'll talk inshallah. I have a flight to catch. Al-Junayd al-Baghdadi rahmatullahi alayh. وهذا الإمام الجنيد إمام الطائفة, إمام أهل السنة. He was young at that time when he went to Mecca. He said, one time I went to Mecca, and the people are writing that, the ulama are writing that. He went to Mecca and he was young still, in his 18s, 19s. And they brought him among the shuyukh, big people. They said, he is really young, but this man, something is about him. He speaks, and when he speaks, that eloquency, that impact, that nur comes out of his mouth. The big mashayikh, the big ulama are sitting, and they are talking, they invoke the topic of mahabba, of love. Because I always say, we talk about An-Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam being the best of the creation. How can we understand that's the theme of the convention. Allah bless them, for this is a great theme. But how can we understand that he is the best of the creation if we have no love? It's not possible. It doesn't work. You have to, love is a prerequisite for you to even understand Muhammadun Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I'm not saying encompassing, for encompassing is impossible. But to even begin to understand Muhammadun Rasulullah, you have to have love, and firm love, with all these 4 conditions we talked about. And if those 4 conditions are not there, then that love is a lip service. And lip service does not take you far. Hence, we look at our lives and we see no barakah. We look at our jobs, there's no blessings, there's no barakah in the job. We look at the children, our children, there's no barakah in the children like they used to be. Look at the families, there's no barakah in the families. Look at even our masajid. Where's the barakah in the masajid? Where is the halaqat of ilm? Where are the scholars that are being generated every day and every week? Where are the people who, the early Muslims who would help the weak, feed the hungry, assist the needy, stand with the oppressed against the oppressor? Where? Where are the people who have good towards all and malice towards none? For this is how Islam spread. For this is the meaning of Islam. This is the true haqiqah of Muhammadun Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Where people look at other people, non-Muslims even, as not enemies but as potential Muslims and potential good people. Nowadays people look at other Muslims as potential enemies, let alone non-Muslims. Imagine where the mercy is gone, where the understanding and the love devoid of many things. Subhanallah. And then they accuse those who love Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as being extreme. Ajib. How can you be extreme in love? How can you go extreme in loving the best of the creation?